What's good, YouTube? It's your boy IK Lifts. I'm down 100 pounds. I lost it in a year, and I've been bulking and cutting for the past 3. Today, I'm going to show you guys exactly what workouts to do to get a smaller waist, all right? We're going to do a deep dive, so make sure you lock in, subscribe for more content, comment down below if you have any questions about this vid. Let's get this vid to 50 likes. If y'all want to see more vids like this on how I lost the weight, how I got my physique, stuff like that, let's get right into it. Love you guys so much. Thank you for all the love. Let's do it. All right, y'all, so before we get into this workout, okay, and before I tell you guys exactly what workouts that help me get a smaller waist, all right, I need you guys to understand something. You can never spot reduce fat. You can never tell your body to just lose fat in one certain area. The key is going to be losing the fat overall. And before I get into more of a deep dive, listen, do not get a waist trainer, fam. It is a scam. And I'll be honest, I fell for that stuff, okay? I used to do the whole waist trainer thing, all that. Like, fam, if that does not work, it is not going to get you a smaller waist. The thing that's gonna get you a smaller waist is by watching this video and incorporating every single thing that I tell you to do. Because I have done it, my clients have done it, so you can do it too. So now listen, what the first thing will be when it comes to being like the most important element to getting a smaller waist is gonna be your nutrition. You have to make sure you are primarily eating whole foods and you are in a caloric deficit, okay? The reason why is because you can never lose weight or lose fat if you're in a caloric surplus and you're just eating all this food, all this junk food, processed junk. No, fam. You need to be eating primarily whole foods. So things like salmon, chicken, beef, stuff like that, not a million protein bars a day. Okay, that's not gonna actually satiate you and help you stay full, and it's gonna make you more bloated eating all those processed foods. Therefore, your waist will not look smaller. Okay, so when it comes to knowing how many calories to eat, you need to be using the MyFitnessPal app. It is literally free. Use it, okay? It's gonna help you track your calories so that way you don't get off track, because you cannot just eye track your calories. You have to know exactly how many calories you're eating. You need to be in a caloric deficit. Go to calorie.net, put in your height, age, and weight. It's gonna tell you exactly how many calories that you need to eat, fam, okay? The very next thing you're gonna do is you need to get 1 gram of protein per pound of your body weight. It's very important, because without enough protein, you will never ever build muscle. You will never be able to burn fat as efficiently, because if you don't eat enough protein, you can't build muscle. So when you have more muscle, you burn fat and you burn calories easier. So if you're not getting protein, you just won't build muscle. It's that simple, okay? So you need to make sure you're doing that. Also, fam, you need to be drinking your water. Half of your body weight in ounces of water every single day. Your muscles are actually mainly water. So if you're just over here starving and depriving yourself from thirst, whatever, dehydration, that's not gonna help you get the gains, okay? And it's gonna make you actually bloated. You should be drinking more water to keep the water weight off and minimize water retention, okay? And so that's kind of the whole nutritional aspect of it. The second thing, okay, when it comes to the whole getting a smaller waist and all that stuff, fam, you need to be hitting your core. You need to be actually training your core. And no, that does not mean a million sit-ups a day. Nah, fam, your core is a muscle group. You need to treat it like that. So just 3 days a week, that's it, no more. You need to be doing 2 sets until failure on a low rep range, and ensure that you're progressive overloading with your core and then resting it, okay? So you can do things like an ab machine crunch. You can do a weighted crunch. You can do hanging leg raises, fam. Stuff like that, progressive overload. So ensure the reps go up, or the amount of weight you're doing go up every single, week or half or so, okay? That is progressive overloading. You're giving your stimulus in your abs. You're giving the abs a reason to grow. You're giving your abs a reason to grow when you are giving it more weight to carry, more of a load. Same thing with the arms, same thing with the core. It's a muscle group, fam. Okay, now we're gonna get into the aesthetics aspect and what workouts to do, right? Before I get into this more of a deep dive, right, I need to explain why I'm gonna tell you to do these workouts. The first workout and the first muscle group area, all right, we're going to work on the shoulders. Okay, the shoulders are going to be so key, because fam, when you have bigger shoulders, you will get that hourglass effect and your actual waist will appear smaller. Because fam, if your shoulders are here, look at that, I already look like I have a bigger waist. But if my shoulders are up here, I look like I have a smaller waist, okay? Right? So you need to make sure you hit your shoulders. Do not forget your shoulders. Now, when it comes to hitting your shoulders, people make a super common mistake. They always want to just do shoulder press and lat raises and do like 50 sets of lat raises, 50 sets of shoulder press. Fam, you're doing way too much volume. When it comes to training your body, any muscle group, you never want to over fatigue that muscle, because when you over fatigue that muscle, yes, your pump is going to go stupid. You're going to look like an absolute unit, right? But then it's just going to go and it's going to shrink back down, fam, because it's not going to be recovered enough to actually want to repair and grow, because it's going to just get torn down and not rest, torn down and not rest. But when you actually do a lower volume and you allow your muscles to rest and allow at least 24 hours of rest before hitting that muscle group again, you'll actually realize you'll be able to grow and build way more muscle, because you're giving your body more time to rest. Because the muscle is not built inside the gym, y'all. It is built outside of the gym. You only spend an hour or so in the gym. So think about those other 23 hours. And you're never gonna build the muscle or get a better waist, line or whatever from doing these workouts if you don't follow the regimen you need to be doing outside of the gym, okay? Now, I'm gonna get into that, but first I'm gonna tell you what workouts, right? Shoulder press, okay, to work on the front delt. We're gonna do lat raises to work on the side delt. And don't worry, I'm gonna do it very in-depth, step-by-step instruction later in this video, but I'm just kind of walking you through what workouts we're gonna do. Front delt, right? Front part of the shoulder, right here. Side delt, right here. That's lat raises. I'm gonna show you guys how to do that. Then the last thing is gonna be rear delt, okay? You cannot forget your rear delts, fam. See that little bump right there? It is important to rounding out and getting bigger shoulders. If you do not develop your rear delts, your shoulders will look weird. You'll look all like this. You'll look rounded up like that, okay? So those are the big things when it comes to hitting the shoulders. You need to hit all three aspects, the front, side, and the rear delt, okay? And then when it comes to the actual lats, you're gonna develop your lats, because when you have bigger lats, your waist will appear smaller, okay? I'm gonna show you guys exactly what workouts I'm gonna be doing, the exact amount of reps and sets that I do that helps me have the physique I have. But the important stuff outside the gym, you need to be getting 6 to 8 hours of sleep every single night. Minimum 6, you should be shooting for 8 every night, okay? Because that is when you get into that deep sleeping state and you build muscle, when you get into that deep sleep, okay? And you also need to make sure that you are actually resting in between your workouts, fam. And you need to incorporate rest days. So don't do a muscle group 2 days in a row. Don't say, okay, I want big shoulders, so I'm gonna do shoulder press every day. No. Allow at least 24 hours of rest before you hit that muscle group again, preferably 48, and you will see so much more growth that way. And like I said earlier in the video, don't do so much volume, okay? You don't even need more than 8 reps. You literally don't. And you only need 2 sets. 2 sets is all you need, fam. Because it gets to a point into your workout where you're like, okay, bet, I'm pumping it, I'm trying to, kill this workout. But your muscles are getting fatigued and they're just gonna keep getting fatigued. So at that point, you're really not getting any, more benefit. You're only gonna get downsides from doing that. Now, I'm not saying you can't get results doing high volume, but you can get much more if you just allow your muscles to repair and actually not get super fatigued. You don't want too much in-session fatigue. And you need to be training so intensely until failure or close to failure, my brother. You have to be training hard, because if you're not doing that, you're simply wasting your time in the gym. You're not going to get nearly as good of gains if you're not pushing yourself to the limit, okay? So you need to be training aggressively and recover with the proper carbohydrates. Use carbohydrates. They do not make you fat. They help you get the energy you need to have an intense exercise to progressive overload in the gym. And you need to be getting 10K steps a day to boost your metabolic and your ability to burn fat and burn calories. Because like I said earlier in this video, calories in, calories out, you have to be in a caloric deficit. So if you're getting 10K steps a day, it's gonna help you do that, okay? All right, so now that we kind of talked about all the other stuff outside the workouts, If you literally, even if you just simply watched only this portion of the video, you will already know enough to get a better waist, because I already broke it all down for you. But now I'm gonna do it in depth on what workouts I'm doing and what rep range I'm doing. So lock in, let's get into the next part of the video. If you are made it this far, comment the word locked in. Just comment locked in, or the words, my goodness. But anyways, let's do it. As you guys know, I'm down 100 pounds. I lost 100 pounds in 1 year. And one of the key things that helped me do that is meal prepping. Now, if you feel like you don't know how to cook, or if you hate cooking, you don't have to, y'all. You can simply use Flex Pro Meals. What is that? Flex Pro Meals is a healthy meal prepping service that sends you high protein meals straight to your door in less than 48 hours. I got all these meals right here in less than 2 days, y'all. Look at this, look at this. And it shows you the macros of every meal, the different varieties they have, y'all. This is my personal favorite, Southwest chicken and rice. And I'm gonna help y'all out because you can use my code IKLIFTS for 40% off your order. Yes, 40% off your order. That's nearly 50% off. So if you guys are trying to eat healthy and you're struggling to meal prep, simply just hit the link in my bio and use my code IKLIFTS for 40% off. And let's get right back into the video. All right, y'all, so the first thing we're gonna work on is our rear delt. Try back here, okay? Like I said, it's very important to work on your rear delt. You do not want to neglect them. All right, it's gonna help make your shoulders look more full and rounded out, okay? So I'm gonna show you guys exactly what dumbbell workout that you could literally do at home and get some really good rear delts going. All right, so I'm gonna just back this up a bit so you can see me, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm essentially holding 2 dumbbells, right? I'm gonna put them in between my legs. And you know what, let me just lower this point of view a little bit. There we go. Okay, so I'm putting it in between my legs, and I have my knees bent like this, right? And I'm targeting the rear delt, so I'm gonna simply retract my scapula like this, and then I'm going to have it bend in my elbows. I'm gonna come back and come all the way back down just like this. I wanna get a deep stretch into that rear delt, and then come all the way up just like that, y'all. And you want to control the concentric and eccentric movement. You don't want to do this. Now, you're not going to get no kind of good muscle stimulation with that. You want to just do this right here. Breathe in, exhale, come all the way back, slow and controlled, and all the way back down. All right, so if you do that, 2 sets of 6 to 8 until failure, and progressive overload with that movement. So ensure that the reps are going up, or the actual weight is going up every week or so. You will notice your rear delts getting bigger, fam. They will get bigger. And of course, if you follow everything else I said earlier in this video, they will get bigger. All right. Now, we're gonna go into the next movement. We're gonna focus on the front delt. Let's get it. All right, y'all, so we got shoulder press. Okay, we're working on the front delt. All right. So what we're gonna do is very simple. Okay, you're gonna make sure your back is actually against the platform. All right, you're gonna go ahead and have the outer grip. You're gonna breathe in, exhale, and come all the way up. Then you're all the way back down, slow and controlled, just like that. So y'all, you never want to let the weight control you. Think about it as like a parent. You never want to, you hate when your parent tells you what to do, right? So why would you let the weights tell you what to do, fam? You control the weight. So you're gonna breathe in, exhale, come all the way up. Get a deep stretch. And you're coming all the way back up. It's that simple. 2 sets of 6 to 8 until failure, y'all. Some people think I'm just trolling when I say I only do 2 sets. I am not trolling you, fam. Like literally, all you need is 2 sets. That's all you need, and like, it's gonna grow. It will grow. Your muscles will grow. All right. So now we're gonna go into the last shoulder movement. We're gonna work on the side delt. Let's do it. I lost 100 pounds in a year, so people are always asking me what supplements I take. I'm gonna tell you exactly which one. Most important one, creatine monohydrate. Studies have backed up this is the most safe supplement you can take, okay? What it does is it helps you build lean muscle mass. It helps you absorb more water into your muscles. So you need to make sure you're drinking at least a gallon of water every day. Hydrate, or this will not work. It's also gonna help with muscle recovery, and it will also help with brain health, okay? Protein powder, simple. What it does, helps you hit your protein goals. My favorite flavor, vanilla bean for Evogen Nutrition. This hits different. The most recent one that I started taking is liquid carnitine, okay? What this does is it helps turn your fat into an energy source and helps you burn fat easier, and it will also help you minimize fat gain as you gain muscle mass and gain weight. I've actually gained about 4 pounds in the past month taking this, and I have not gained much fat. I still have abs. Okay, I weigh 210 right now. This is the biggest I've been at 210 and the leanest, okay? And it's the Sour Patch Kid flavor. That's the one I like. So if you need protein supplements, EvoGen Nutrition is the way to go. They have a bunch of supplements and I stand by them. I use them on a daily basis. Make sure to use my discount code IKLIFTS for 10% off your order at checkout. And let's get right back to the video. All right, y'all, so we got the side delt, right? So what we're gonna do is I'm not gonna hold on to these handles here like this. I wanna get a better muscle to mind connection. So I'm gonna make a fist with my hand, put it under the foam padding right here for the lat raise machine. I'm gonna keep my chest on the platform like so, and then I'm gonna simply be upright, breathe in, exhale, then I'm gonna come up as high as I can, just like that. As high as I can. Like, y'all, the lat raises, if you do these, fam, you will get the side delts to pop out. I mean, it's that simple. And that's the cheat code right there. Putting your fist, or making a fist and not actually holding on to these. Trust me, you'll feel it way more. And you'll actually enjoy the exercise more. Because if I'm being honest with y'all, I hate hitting shoulders. I know it's important, but I had a shoulder injury like 7 months ago or so, or 8, whatever. I had to recover from it. Then my shoulders got smaller, and I was forced to really lock in on my shoulders because I hate hitting them, but you need them. I mean, it literally helps your physique so much. It helps you look like you have a smaller waist. So hit your shoulders, fam. So now I'm going to show you the last workout to get a smaller waist, okay? So the lat pull down machine to work on the lats. So let's do it. Let's get it. All right, y'all, so we got the lat pull down machine. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna loop my thumbs over the bar. I don't wanna put my thumb under the bar, okay? I'm looping my thumb over the bar. And then I'm gonna simply just be upright. Okay, so I'm just upright. Now, you always want to start every rep like this. You never want to start any rep on a lat pull down like this. You're going to start upright just like this, okay? Now, what you're going to do is you're going to breathe in. As you exhale, you want to engage your core, and you're going to pull first, then lean back. And not all the way back, just right about there. You're going to feel it right in the lats. You don't have to go all the way down, but then you come all the way up as you come back to reset and do the next rep. So you pull first, then come down, lean back slightly, then come all the way back up. All right. Literally all you need is 2 sets of 6 to 8, doing it just like that. It's very important you start every rep like this, y'all. Do not forget, don't do this. Don't do that, okay? No, get a deep stretch, then come back, just like that. All right, it's that simple. So lat pull down, now you know how to do it. So you got no excuse not to build those lats. Now, that's literally it. For one-on-one personalized coaching for your dream physique to build muscle and lose fat, go ahead and simply hit the link in my bio for my coaching application. After you fill it out, I'll be reaching out so we can have a quick phone call going over how we're gonna reach those goals. And that way you can have a transformation like these, and also like the way I did, losing 100 pounds in a year. Walk in, and thanks for watching. And that's a wrap, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you watched this complete video, you know how to get a smaller waist now. You have no excuse not to get it, okay? And you guys have been going crazy with the love and support. Can we please get this video to 50 likes? Can you guys comment your favorite workout or the favorite part of your video, or sorry, of this video? And just let me know any critique, criticism. I love criticism. I want to be the best YouTuber in the world, and I'm going to be one day. I just got to keep grinding. I really do appreciate all the love, y'all. I read every comment. I reply to every comment. You guys are the best. Comment locked in if y'all are locked in, all right? I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Love you guys so much. Stay blessed. Let's do it. For exclusive fitness content, make sure to check out my Patreon that's linked in my bio or in the description. You can select the tier you like the most. Well, one of the tiers, you actually get access to my personal phone number and weekly video calls where I can answer your personal questions and help you reach those goals.
Niggas get high if the lines I spit and I sniff. If you want smoke, then I got a big fast spliff. I'm lit like matches, counting that green, I ain't talking about grasses. I'm king and I'm winning, I steady step in the city. I'm finna run up a million, show them niggas I'm with it, you know.